Hello everyone, this morning we're coming to you from Delhi Park. You join us for this.
Not sure why he'd bowl first here. Looking at that pitch, my take was it's flat and the ball will come onto the bat nicely. The opening batters will be licking their lips at that decision.
Umpires are in position for the first ball. The bowlers will want to focus on their line and lengths and let the ball do the rest.
Wait.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Looking to get the innings started, just can't get it away.
Yes.
Nice shot, runs possible. There'll be one run here for them.
Off the mark nicely. Good movement and communication straight away, and they get a couple.
Wait.
Just threw the shot too early.
Waiting.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Yes.
There'll be runs here.
Just a little bit wide, well picked up. And let the ball do all the work really, just to nudge it down towards third.
A new batter always likes to feel bat on ball early on, as they bring a bit of energy to the crease.
Yeah.
Great shot through the gap.
Keeper.
A couple on offer here.
And they're away, nicely off the mark.
5 runs added in that over. The Royals are 5 for none. A new bowler is coming into the attack.
Yes.
Super piece of timing.
That was the slower ball, and it didn't fool anyone. Got the timing just right. Beautiful shot.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder?
Yep, yep.
There's a run here, surely.
Well, they decided against the run. Not sure why, if I'm being honest. They'd have made it very comfortably.
Drives and misses
Oh,
everything.
that's spot.
Oh, yes, the slow one beats the bat. Didn't pick it out the hand.
Yes.
Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
One of those ones where you really have to make sure you watch it all the way onto the bat. Picked up the slower one nicely.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Wait.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Yep.
Thick edge. The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming from it. Both sides need to inject some life into this game. This is everything.
Oh, nice ball.
A reckless heave. This batter is usually a bit more elegant in their stroke play than this. Poor batting.
Right there.
Straight to the fielder.
A little late on that, no runs scored.
Wait.
What great
Yeah!
reaction. Brilliant catch close in.
That is a big wicket. You want to send key people back to the pavilion quickly. Excellent work.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should definitely be on the new batter. He strides to the middle. They will be looking for another quick wicket.
Yep.
Big edge.
Well bowled, but that's another super shot. Onto the front foot, presented the full face of the bat and got it into the gap and all the way to the rope.
A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Yep.
They'll get at least one. Doesn't beat the infield.
Yep.
Well placed. Should get a single.
Lovely shot. Rocked onto the back foot and pulled away just behind scoring.
6 runs added in the over. The Royals are 22 for 1.
Wait.
Short and wide, did well to get some bat on that.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot. Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the 3rd dot.
Yep.
Nicely played. Perfect timing.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get a wicket.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Yep, yep.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Waiting.
No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot, couldn't find a gap.
Oh, that's missed the
Good
lot.
bowling.
A bit of frustration after that shot, went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Wait there.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Hit that well off the back foot, but couldn't beat the field.
Yep.
Couldn't have hit that any better.
Fielders there in the covers, but they put it right into the gap. That's a beautiful shot.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right.
Yep.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Just pivoted onto the back foot, so easily done to knock it behind square.
Wait there.
5 runs added there. The Royals are 35 for 1. The right arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the chairman's end.
Yep.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
Keeper.
Good throw from the deep. Bang on target.
Waiting.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Wait on. Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot, good running.
Wait there.
Maybe they didn't pick that up. Very late on the shot.
Yep.
What a crucial breakthrough this is. Excellent bowling to get one of the key wickets cheaply.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come in after the fall of a wicket. Going with pace now.
The medium pacer is coming into the attack.
A little late on that, no run scored.
Wait! Yep.
Thought it got past them, but a fantastic dive to cut it off.
Well, for a brief moment, you thought there might be a bit of strife there. In the end, a good decision not to take on the field.
Wait! Yep.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
Yep.
Chance to run two.
End of
That's
the
the
seventh
over.
over.
The
The
Royals
Rajasthan
are 40
Ravens are
for
now
2.
on 40 for 2.
Malik from the chairman's end.
Yep.
Good shot. A beauty.
Found the gap with ease. Wasn't the worst ball you'll see, but it still raced to the rope.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Waiting. Yep.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Ball chops it back onto the stumps. You can see the disappointment.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Calm, but not for many.
And with that wicket, you'll see a change out in the middle. Hetmeyer, whose first task was getting himself settled.
Please give him a warm welcome.
Yep.
Exquisitely down the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Wait on. Yep.
End of the over, and again it's a good one for the bowling side. Not letting batters build any momentum. We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here. Good batting, get an opportunity to score and take it.
Decisive running might have gotten them too. You look at that and I'd say they would have made it easily. Poor running in the end.
Wait on.
A little late on that. No runs scored.
Edged. Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Yep.
Nice shot, runs possible.
Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope.
Yep.
There'll be one run here for them.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Waiting.
Maybe they didn't pick it up.
The Rajasthan
Very late
Ravens
on the shot.
are now on
Good bowling,
51 for
kept
3.
it nice and tight and made it hard to score runs.
Well, another chance to bowl that one. Really can't have been wide by much, though.
Yep.
Catch it!
Out!
Yeah!
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down. Really didn't get settled. Looked to be in trouble, sadly, for most of the knock.
Lots of pressure coming into bat. Will have to wait, though, to face their first ball.
Yep.
Beautifully played through the leg side off the back foot.
Avoided the fielders, one bouncing four. Fantastic shot.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions clear. Beaten on the drive.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. That's poor play.
Yep.
Gone. Yeah! Close to the bat.
Starting to get really interesting now. That's the fifth wicket and a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first ball.
Yep.
There'll be runs here.
Decisive running might have gotten two. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
quick onto that in
End
the
of the 10th
infield.
over. The
Not a great
Rajasthan
delivery,
Ravens
got it full
are now
and lucky
on
not to be hit to the
57 for
boundary.
5.
End of the over. The Royals are 57 for 5.
Wait.
The bat was very late coming down on that.
Huge edge. Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
Rashid with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. They'd look for a couple here.
Keep us in.
Tucked it nicely into the gap. Pick up a single, rotate the strike.
Yeah.
Straight to the fielder.
Just threw the shot too early.
Drives and misses everything.
The Rajasthan Ravens
Deceived by the
are
drift,
now
beaten
on
by the spin. It's
58
as simple as
for
that,
5.
really.
The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming from it. Both sides need to inject some life into this game. Still searching for what would be a thoroughly deserved five-fer. They bowled brilliantly in this innings.
Yep.
Massive edge.
Well, didn't time that at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
A wonderful delivery to get the edge. They've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Yep.
Mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple.
Bowler.
A couple on offer here.
Waiting.
Doesn't beat the infield.
A little late on that. No runs scored. That's what happens if you stray a little down the leg side. Makes it easy to just glance the ball off the pads and score easy runs.
Misses everything.
Good bowling.
Well, that's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot, just not timing it at all. Poor play.
Yup.
Big edge.
End of
Malik
the 12th
has really
over.
kept
The
the pressure
Rajasthan
on in this
Ravens
over.
are
Just
now
needs to
on
maintain the
67
momentum
for
going
5.
forwards. The
Change of
left-arm
bowling.
pace
The
bowler is
medium
coming
pacer
into the
is
attack.
coming into the
In
attack.
the broadcast end. Strong appeal.
Wait there.
Couldn't get it through the field. tee.
Really getting towards the tail end is now. Sixth wicket gone. There's not a lot left in this lineup.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up.
Great shorter ball. Well played though, didn't flinch. Was able to leave the ball comfortably. And that's the end of the short stuff for this over.
A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps.
Yep.
They'll get at least one.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Yeah.
Well placed. Should get a single.
And with that, they're off the mark.
Wait.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
3 runs added in that over. The Royals are 70 for 6. The right arm is coming on to bowl from the chairman's end.
Yeah.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yeah.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
Bowler.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Ball.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Yep. Yeah.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Yep.
They'll push hard. Should get back for 2.
Bowler's in.
Some well-targeted bowling in that over. Certainly something to build on.
for 6.
Yeah.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Well bowled.
They'll have to bowl that one again. Must have only been missing by a few millimetres.
Yeah.
There was absolutely a second on then. being a little bit too risk-averse out in the middle.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice timing, good batting, won't get to the boundary.
More decisive running may have gotten them too. You look at that and I would say they would have made it easily. They need to be a little bit more switched on than that.
Yeah. Keepers. Yep.
No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot and couldn't find the gap.
End of the over, 7 off it. The Royals are 84 for 6.
Wait on.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
A little late on that, no run scored. No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot, couldn't find a gap.
Yeah.
Head over the ball, great shot, that's racing away.
Yep.
Good shot, a beauty.
Got their head right in line with the ball, a beautiful strike there, down the ground.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate?
Waiting.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
It was a good comeback after that boundary last ball.
Yeah.
That's out.
Yeah.
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
Big opportunity. They've worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board. The right armour is coming into the attack from the broadcast end. Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Well, they decided against the run. Not sure why, if I'm being honest, but they made it very comfortably.
Waiting.
Wait on.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Yep.
Finds the edge.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
I'd say it was the right shot to choose, but it was just timed badly. Just couldn't get the drive away.
Just misses. Just about millimetres from hitting leg.
92 for
Just
7.
need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads.
The left-arm medium
The
bowler
captain is
is
going
coming
with
into
the
the
medium
attack
pacer.
from the chairman's end.
Yep.
Nice shot. Runs possible. There'll be one run here for them.
Yep.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
Yep.
That was a tremendous delivery. It fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Yeah.
Thick edge. They certainly don't feel like they've got anything on that, but almost every fielder is asking the question. Super catch.
A long walk back to the pavilion. This has not been a good knock. Not what you'd expect from someone with this skill level.
The
With that
right-hander is
wicket, the
coming
new
into bat
batter will mark
at
their
number
guard.
10.
They just need to rotate the strike early on as they get settled.
Yep.
Good return. Back from the beach.
Hey!
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Are now 99 for 9.
The team will be after a positive innings from this batter. A great opportunity to come in and put some runs on the
The
board.
right armer is
The
coming
right
into the
arm
attack.
medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the broadcast end.
Yep.
There'll be runs here.
Exquisitely down the front foot, a gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Well on.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Short and wide, did well to get some bat on that.
Yep.
Huge edge.
Keeper, keeper.
Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
Yes.
Yep.
Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
Keeper.
Beaten on the drive.
Oh, nice bowl.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. It's not timing it at all. It's poor play.
The Sunrisers found some good rhythm in that over. They'll want to maintain it going forwards. Going with spin now. Massive edge.
Just threw the shot too early.
Edged it. Straight to the fielder. A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Hit that well off the back foot, but couldn't beat the field.
Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Gone right through the defences. Early wickets will be the key. It's a below par score. If the batting gets away early, we could see a very simple run chase. The openers will be keen to knock off these runs quickly. Not a huge total to chase down. The bowlers will need to make early inroads if they're to make it interesting.
Wait!
Thought it got past them, but a fantastic dive to cut it off.
They've got their timing all wrong. Nothing to worry about for the first ball of the innings.
Edge. Now then, was there a faint edge? And gone. That's a fantastic catch.
Just managed to clasp their hands around that one. Disappointment for the batter, joy for the bowler. Another wicket down, this one without scoring.
Yep.
They'll get at least one.
The Sunrisers get underway, easy as you like, with a single.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, and will want to show everyone their strength.
Yeah!
And with that, they're off the mark.
Wow, that's missed the
Yes,
lot.
nice bowling. Waiting.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Hyderabad
End of the
Phoenix
over.
are now
The Sunrisers
2 for
are
1.
2 for 1. The
Change of
right arm
bowling.
fast
The
bowler
captain is going
coming
with
into the
pace.
attack from the broadcast end.
Yeah.
Couldn't have hit that any better.
No trouble at all to punch it away to the boundary for 4. A poor delivery.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch, and as we've seen already,
Yeah!
makes it very easy to score.
Yep.
Chance! Huge nick, but no one to catch it.
Nearly got through them. Just got onto it in time with enough bat speed to pick up 4.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot,
Yep.
the reward will eventually come.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running. A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run.
14. That's the end of a very good over. Good pressure being put on the batters. Bolt from the chairman's end.
Yep.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
Worked it onto the leg side and got some easy runs.
Yep.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Rolled the wrist really well to keep it down, but couldn't find the gap.
Yep.
It mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple.
Manipulating the field, asking questions of the opposition captain as they take a single. Great shorter ball, well played though. Didn't flinch and was able to leave the ball comfortably. That's the end of the short stuff for this over.
Yep.
Well placed, should get a single.
That's what happens if you stray a little down the leg side. It's too easy just to glance the ball off the pads and take the easy runs.
Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. 5 runs added in that over. The Sunrisers are 19 for 1.
Yeah, yeah.
They make it home, but there should never have been a chance for a run out in the first place.
Yeah.
Immaculate timing there. A couple on offer here.
Yeah, yeah.
Big edge. Where's that going?
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on.
Yep.
Timed that brilliantly.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Finds the fielder with that shot.
No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Yeah, yeah.
End of the over, a good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent one.
Change of bowling. The captain is going with the spinner.
Yep.
Nice shot, runs possible. There'll be one run here for them.
Yep.
Gone, brilliant in the field.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Brook comes out to bat in a bit of form. It'll be interesting to see how they go today. Brook ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gap.
Yep.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Yeah, check.
Nicely taken.
Yeah!
Quick to latch onto it.
So that's the third wicket down. Not a happy person walking off the field. There's a real feeling of disappointment.
Markram won't have the pressure of facing up just yet. The nerves will be rattling a bit while they're at the non-striker's end. Brilliant diving stop. Strong appeal.
No one gone, the fourth wicket is in the bag. A bit of trouble if there was another to fall quickly. We've seen some very good bowling.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first one behind them and then push on.
Yes.
They'd look for a couple here.
Nothing wrong with that shot. Getting their eye in straight away, and that's raced for four.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Straight on.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Waiting. Yes.
There'll be runs here. Phillips takes guard. Been in pretty good touch lately. You wouldn't want to let them get away early with some easy boundaries.
Wait.
Short and wide. Did well to get some bat on that.
Waiting.
Good piece of fielding
That's the
to
end
stop
of the
some
power play.
runs.
Hyderabad Phoenix
Some
are
well-targeted
now
bowling,
38
however.
for 4.
Certainly something to build on. 3 extra fielders are now allowed outside the circle.
Yep.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yep, yep.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
How's that?
The whole team goes up for that one. They feel pretty confident about this.
Yes.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
Yep.
Decisive running might have gotten to. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Yes.
End of the 7th over. Hyderabad Phoenix
The
are now
Sunrisers
43 for 4.
for 4.
How's that?
Bowler is confident on this one.
The batsman departing the crease, LBW for 8. The batting team are now on 43
Coming
for
to the
5.
wicket, they'll be
The
looking to
left-hander
play
is
within
coming
the
into
V
bat
early
at number 7.
and expand as they get settled.
Yup.
Immediately underway with some runs.
Yep, yep. Waiting.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Yep.
That sees the completion of the over. A good one too. Not many opportunities to score.
Yes. Yup.
Straight to the fielder.
Sent back in the end. The run was on, but apparently they're content to keep the strike.
Yep.
They'll get at least one.
Bowler's end.
Was that just a bit lazy with the running? Usually there'd be two there. Need to take a bit more initiative out there.
Yep, yep.
Well, there wasn't a lot of time to choose the right end, but unfortunately they went for the wrong one.
Yep.
Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there.
Yup.
Couldn't get it through the
Into
field.
the ninth over.
They decided against the
Phoenix
run.
are
Not
now
sure why, if
52
I'm honest. They
for
would have
5.
made it comfortably.
Giving them absolutely nothing here at the moment. Another over gone and not much from it.
Yes. Yup.
This is everything.
Nice bowling.
Well, they never really got in the right position for the drive for that one. A bit of a loose shot in my reckoning.
Yes. Bowler's end. Yes.
Confident appeal. Could it be?
Yup.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. The end of a tidy over. Batting doesn't seem to be easy out there at the moment.
For 5.
Good pressure
Change of
building.
bowling. The fast bowler comes into the attack.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running. Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Yes.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Up.
They'll push hard. Should get back for two.
Keeper.
Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
Yep.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
Yes.
Well placed. Should get a single.
A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run.
The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming from it. Both sides need to inject some life into this game. Holder, the right-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the broadcast end.
Yes.
That's going a long way. What a shot that is.
That's just a textbook 6. Timed well, under the ball, and it flew to the boundary. Awesome power.
Samson, I don't think will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Yes.
Misses out there on the short, wide one.
Got that away nicely.
You don't chase those down. Brilliantly timed off the back foot, and that's race to the boundary.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away.
Wait there.
Caught. What a
Yeah!
position to set there. A brilliant catch.
An innings that promised much, and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
The new batsman hitting out to the crease at number 8 for Hyderabad Phoenix.
Malik will be looking to make a strong start to their innings.
Yep.
That was a solid shot. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably deserved more from it.
End of the over. 12 runs coming from it. The Sunrisers, 77 for 6. Bolt,
Change of
the
bowling,
left-arm
the
pace
left armour
bowler,
is
is
coming
coming
into
into
the
the
attack.
attack from the chairman's end.
Yeah.
Great
Yeah!
catch! First ball of the over.
The
They
batting
find
team are now
themselves 7 wickets
for
down.
7.
It's about now you need someone to stand up and stick
The new
around at the
batsman
crease.
hitting out to the crease at number 9 for Hyderabad Phoenix.
Yes.
Nice shot, runs possible.
Keepers.
There'll be 1 run here for them. A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps.
Yeah.
Right out of the middle.
A little bit short, not horribly short, moves the feet well and the hands even better.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you've just got to accept it and move on.
Yep. Yes. Yeah.
Chance to run 2.
Just a little bit wide, well picked up.
Are now
And
on
let the ball
85
do all the
for
work
7.
really, just to nudge it down towards third.
Holder in the broadcast end.
Played that beautifully. Saw the short one, got out the way. There are no more of those in this over.
Yep. Yep.
Thick edge.
Keeper, keeper.
A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again. Gone! Played all around it.
Another one, 8 wickets gone. You feel it's just a matter of time now.
Hyderabad
A
Phoenix
few decent
are now
deliveries could
88
see the
for
end.
8. Please welcome the new batsman at number 10 for Hyderabad Phoenix.
Oh, that's missed the lot.
Nice.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Waiting.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Just threw the shot too early.
Beaten on the drive.
Nice bowling.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
88 for
End of
8.
a really good over. Taking a wicket and really slowing down the scoring rate. Well taken. Had a lot of work to do and held on to a great catch.
Got to their 50 without a lot of trouble. Unfortunately for them, the 100 wasn't to be as they head back to the dressing
Adil
room.
Rashid is coming into bat
Is new to
at
the
number
crease.
11.
They'll be
Please
keen
give
to
them
field
a
bat on
warm
ball early on. Wild appeal.
That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Yep.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
Whipped away nicely through the leg side. Elegant as ever and picking up good runs.
Rashid takes guard. Been in pretty good touch lately. You wouldn't want to let them get away early with some easy boundaries.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot and couldn't find a gap.
Yes.
There'll be runs here.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot, good running.
Yep.
Decisive running might have just got them two. You look at that and I'd say they would have made it easily. Poor running in the end.
An inexpensive over ends and a wicket coming from it.
That was
Nice
a tremendous
bowling.
delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Yep.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Drives and misses everything.
Nice.
A little late on that. No run scored.
Yep.
Good batting. Get an opportunity to score. and
Keeper,
take it.
keeper.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Yes.
Did well just to get it down towards third for some runs. Oh yes, the slow one beats the bat. Didn't pick it out the hand.
Well, that was another good over. You can see the frustration growing on the batters.
Change of bowling. The right armour is coming into the attack.
A bit of shape on the ball as they let it go through. Tailed just a little at the end as it went through to the keeper.
Yes.
Mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple.
Decisive running might have gotten two. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Yep. Bowler, bowler.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
They'll get at least one.
Yes.
Huge appeal. Definitely worth having a look. You'll need a large slice of luck for this not to be the end of the innings.
Nothing picked up from the bat. This could spell trouble. How close is that? Could be the wicket. If it hits the stumps, then the decision will stand. This game can be so cruel for the batters. A millimetre in any direction, and they'd still be there.
Not the best decision to review that. The umpire has got it spot on.
The match comes to a close, and they've done exactly what they came here to do. They've won easily and convincingly in a completely one-sided affair.